clear night. A terrific view of Cleveland right there. And there is a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. It'll be the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point guard position.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting on our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars. And Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism. But a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris. Sinks that one from the post. Curry's got his second basket.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
Here's Curry. The Cavaliers making the shot. Love grabs the board.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
James, yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
Smith outside. Curry against Irving. Lets it go with a 3. That's good. Irving's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The feed to Bogut. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Barnes. And it comes off the front of the rim. Cavaliers leading. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Now Irving, Harris and Barnes missing on the 3. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Curry kicks to Barnes. To end the run. And the layup is good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now, here is Irving. Kicks it out to Love. Fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 3. Curry is inside. He's covered by Irving. Bogut kicks to Barnes. To the paint. It's stolen by Smith. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Shot's good. Irving's got 5.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break. And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year, he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. 1:20 left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Livingston. Spates sets a screen. Spates with a screen on Shumpert. 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. The kick out to Spates. Goes back up. And the Warriors miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
It's LeBron with the drive. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise he'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Dellavedova. Here's Mozgov. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Thompson right side. And nothing is falling for him right now. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead, up 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Shumpert passes to Dellavedova. He feeds it to Mozgov. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing and back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential. And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Shumpert. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. The Cavaliers leading by 6. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish, Clark, to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
Just 4 to shoot. Irving for 3. Here's Thompson. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. For Cleveland, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
That's good. That's 7 points for Steph Curry.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
It's a pick by Love. On the wing, Irving. And another miss by Cleveland. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Now, here is Irving. He has 5. And yes, sir, that one drops. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Irving against Barbosa. To the inside. Here's Bogut. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. Golden State also making some changes. Green comes in for Festus Ezeli, and Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. That one is no good. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
So it's the Warriors now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Right side, Green. Outside, Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular years. So the shot block and the defense were always strong. Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls. Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. Thompson comes in for Curry. .153 left to play here in the second quarter. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 9 in the bucket from Thompson. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor. Here's Green, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Out to the wing. Love with a wide open look. That three off the mark. Warriors trail by 11. Clark dishes to Rush. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Irving. 52 seconds left here in the second. Back to LeBron. And he makes good on the layup. LeBron's got 6.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Thompson, a screen on Irving. Over in the corner, Green. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Assist from Ian Clark.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Irving. The screen from Thompson. And a wide open look for Irving. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs. Thompson outside. They kick it out to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
And we finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think. And, you know, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. Shaq, we'll start with you. How do you think they played?
They did an awesome-orific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-orific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-orific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. They put you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. And as long as they keep protecting the ball in the next two quarters, they will protect the lead.
And over to Kenny now. How do you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
And so it's Cleveland with it. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Love. And no good as it rattles out.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Free throw good, Bogut. Cleveland leading by 8. James outside. Dishes to Love. Shoots a fader, and he gets it to go. Love's got 9.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Warriors trail by 10. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And stolen by LeBron. And now Irving pushing it up, no one back to stop him. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And Green gets it to go.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
90 seconds now into the second half. Love outside. The drive by James. Soft touch off the glass. LeBron's got 8.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Warriors trail by 9. Green with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. Here's Spates. And that one goes long. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Over the pass to Thompson. They set the screen. James left side. 6 to shoot. Smith against Green. Smith, no luck.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers leading by 9.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Now here is Smith. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Again, the miss by Smith.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
They get the rebound. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now, here's Thompson. They get it again. Here's Spates. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here's Mozgov following the score by Golden State. They set the pick. Shumpert, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Here's Dellavedova following the basket by Draymond Green. Mozgov kicks to LeBron. There's the dish to Fry from the baseline. Misses off the right iron. Warriors trail by 9.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Green, no luck. Cavaliers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fry dishes to James. Picked by Mozgov. James kicks to Dellavedova. Shot from 12. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Warriors trail by 9. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. And it's Ezeli in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Thompson. 5 to shoot. Green inside the three-point line. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Irving passes to Love. Cleveland moving it around. Shumpert gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Kicks it out to Iguodala. The tray. It's hauled in by Fry. The Cavaliers leading by 9. LeBron dishes to Irving. Down low. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in. Then for the Warriors, Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. James a screen on Barnes. Irving for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Stephen Curry. Irving passes to James. To the inside. Fry, good. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Screen by Bogut. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. The shot, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. James dishes to Smith. It's a pick by Love. From deep. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got 3 rebounds now in this one. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Unbelievable shot there. He busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Green, the screen. It's stolen by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Cleveland. Thompson with the bucket. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And here is Curry. Outside, Green. The drive by Thompson. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Down low, here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Here's Thompson. Kicks to Curry. The pass to Green. Golden State moving it around. Green, the screen. Bogut, the pass to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-6 run. Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Irving kicks to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Cleveland.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for LeBron James. He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Draymond Green. Irving dishes to LeBron. Thompson sets the pick for James. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Barbosa passes to Spates.
And Marley Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Maurice Spates. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Mozgov at the elbow. Fires, high post. The shot no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Now Rush. He kicks it to Ezeli. Pass to Rush. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Ezeli. And he makes good on the layup.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your offense in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is really on the same page.
I definitely think so. You know, we got a lot of great players on our team, a lot of people who can score, and hopefully we can just keep building on it.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.